That joke, that Will Smith joke.
I
Everyone
didn't
making
even
a
hear
joke
what he said. I heard what Chris Love had said. I didn't even hear what Trevor said.
talking about we won't be we will be keeping names to our mouth, some shit like that.
Come on, man.
I'm just like, who keeps dividing this
You lucky
motherfucker's
Kanye
emotion?
ain't there. 'Cause Kanye would have did worse, and Kanye won two already.
Mm.
You lucky Kanye ain't there. That's the real reason why the Grammys didn't want to show the rap category. Since Kanye West was in them and he won.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just to let you know, I'm at my
Mhm.
friend's right now, so this video might be a little shorter compared to the other rap albums list and stuff.
It's all good.
Cause I'm so fucking pissed off right
But
now.
you getting
Like,
your Wi-Fi back on Tuesday, right?
I'm gonna double check with him, cause
Mm.
I'm gonna check it tomorrow because like I got shit I gotta fucking do myself, and I don't
Right.
like to go to other people's just to use their Wi-Fi. But hey,
Thank you, Ronnie. We're watching the show, Mr. TMZ over here and shit.
oh yeah, that reminds me, I gotta pull up the Grammys winners and shit. But I'm gonna wait till a little later and shit. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can get some water.
Yeah.
Hey Chris, you got some water, bro? Because originally I was trying to do it at Aisha, but on some real shit, I gotta finish up
Mm,
this paper for somebody.
mm.
You said Tevin Campbell showed you love. That's what's up.
He must have been bored. He showed you
But
love.
honestly, this Grammys is kind of boring.
You think it's boring?
I hate the trashy ass songs get these 6 minute extravagant performances and shit. Like, it don't make
Right.
the song better. Like, do we really need that long performance from Lil Nas X? I mean, come on, man.
Right.
And no, I'm not taking the LGBTQ. Don't don't come for me. I'm just saying. Hell, if Kanye, yeah, I'm not even a big Kanye fan, but he would actually add some excitement.
Facts.
But now they're doing the whole people who have died and shit. Watch them leave out all
Right.
the rappers and shit.
I'm watching WrestleMania later. Not now.
I thought the Tommy finale was gonna come on last night, but I guess they want to
Nah.
wait till after the Grammys.
Yeah. I think it's like. Yeah. Next Sunday is coming in.
True. Yeah, sometime this week we gotta do the Bel Air season one retrospective, which that might be next week and on some real shit. Just judging by how everything is lined up, which is yeah.
Right.
Because originally I was trying to talk about Usher's looking for myself
Oh
sometime this
God.
week too,
Do
but I'm
we
gonna have to
really
push
need
that
that?
till next week
He's
because
still looking for himself.
yeah, because like I do want to talk about that one rap album. I mentioned that to you, and I'll be
Mm,
pushing that one back, so Usher can wait a while. So
right.
man, I don't know who the fuck is singing no more, Ronnie. I don't know. All these white pop artists. I'm gonna start in about 10 minutes and shit. Dope. IG live earlier, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I still think a lot of people like coming to America too. Jesus.
Hey, I thought it was good, man.
Yes, Ronnie Spector. Gee. Oh, Young Dog. Okay, they actually added a rapper. Wow. Are they gonna add Betty Davis? I mean,
DMX.
wait. DMX. I thought DMX already got recognized.
No,
Wait, when did? Oh yeah,
he died last year. Remember?
X died April last year, right?
Yeah, the Grammys already happened.
Oh, I'm still not processing that DMX died. I'm still shocked by that shit.
I
I
know.
don't know. On some real.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I'm just like, damn, man. Anytime I hear DMX, I'm just like, god damn, man. Shit.
Hmm. Yep.
Shock G. Black Rob, man. Fuck
Hmm.
2021 for rappers, man. Shit.
Crazy. You just started.
No one. Yeah.
Thank you, Ronnie. We already know that.
What's he saying?
Yes, it'll be 2 years this year. We know. It'll be actually be a year. It'll be a year this year. He died
Brandy's
last year.
Brandy's Full Moon or Usher Confessions. Oh, I love Brandy, but I have to go with that Confessions.
It'll be a year this year.
Oh, they actually added DMX. Okay.
Yes. Favorite Rick James album, Street Songs.
Busting out the L7. Shout out to Ashley. She's seeing New Edition live right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's the first time you saw them.
Yep. I was supposed to have gone to that concert, but money issues and shit.
Yeah. Did you went to Dream World, right?
Man, I was just working VIP, man. I only heard
Oh,
the performances.
right.
But it's all good. I mean, hey,
Jay-Z Volume 2 and Nas I Am Volume 2.
I am.
That was like my first Jay-Z album. I love it. Jay got another Grammy.
Who?
Jay, because he won with a Kanye for the jail song on Donda.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So he got another Grammy.
I know Alicia Keys got a Grammy.
Did she?
Yeah.
What she went for?
I'm about to look it up and shit. Who the fuck cares? I hate when people say I'm getting vaccinated. I'm like, who the fuck cares? Ronnie said takes a nation of millions or paid in full. Oh, it takes a nation. I love paid in full, but
Yeah.
when I hear that,
Public Enemy.
you said, do you like zebras?
Public Enemy. Do I like zebras? How many question is that?
Why did my mind go back to fucking the Jeffersons that when George used to refer to Tom and Helen like that? Which DMX album is better than It's Dark and Hell is Hot? Honestly, that's his best one to me.
Both,
That's the best one to me. I'm sorry. It's that one, Flesh, Great Depression,
both of
and
them.
there's X.
Yes, Tyler won. Well deserved. A good album.
But that's like the third comment I've seen that shit. Use the bathroom before we start.
I don't understand your question, Tim. The Dynasty or what? What's the other compilation? Nas or Cole should have won. I mean, well, I didn't like the Nas album, so I like Tyler's album. It was good. I like J. Cole's album. I think Tyler deserved it. Velvet Rope or Share My World. Definitely Share My World. Love that album. Velvet Rope was good. Silk Sonic or The Weekend. Definitely Silk Sonic. That was a great record. Better Whitney album, the first one. Love her first album. Volume 2 versus the Dynasty. Volume 2 is not a compilation. What are you talking about? Definitely Volume 2. Dynasty was good, but that's not a compilation album. You don't like Tyler? Hey, some people don't like him, some people do. I think he's a dope artist. He definitely was one of his best albums, like lyrically. Well, that's what every Jay Z album though, Tim. Every Jay Z album he has features on there. So you don't have an album he doesn't have a feature. Every album is a feature with him. Camp Low or Black Star. Black Star. Griselda should have been nominated, but they too hood for the Grammys. Everybody, yo, we gotta look past that. There's many artists that were gay. Elton John is gay. Freddie Mercury was gay.
Yeah, I'm straight, bro.
That's his thing. That's his thing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at him because he's gay or whatever. I just thought the album was dope.
Who's performing now?
John Batiste.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's about to be 10 minutes. Let me just get this over with, so I won't have to keep them waiting and shit. But I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
Good, everybody. Let me turn this shit off. Fuck it, because it's getting on my nerves. Mr. Your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
And as you can see, I'm not currently in my room at the moment. I'm at my friend's, finishing up a paper and trying to at least get one video in before Wednesday or whenever I have to come back and shit like that. But top 150 WAP albums, I'm saying 40 to 31. Wow. Already cracking the top 50. Now we in the top 40. Whew. Man, when I tell you this might be got some heat right here. Alrighty. So my number 40 is a hip hop classic, which classics use a lot in these days, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whenever we use the word classic, we actually mean it when it's classic and shit. But this is like one of the earliest influences when it comes to gangster rap. You know, when it comes to hardcore rap, dancehall, it's terrorist. I mean, excuse me, Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded.
Mm-hmm.
This is my number 40. Honestly, their most influential album to date. You know what I'm saying? They never really had a bad album, really. It's kind of even hard for me to pick a favorite BDP album. I mean, some days it's By Any Means, some days it's Second Violence, some days it's Entertainment. Hell, I'll even put the live album there and shit like that. But when it comes to this album, this was just Karis one as raw as form, in my opinion. I love like the production. You know, you had Set G of the Ultramagnetic MCs, you know, doing most of the production. Well, he pretty much did pretty much most of the album, besides like a few tracks of like South Bronx, Criminal Minded, and so on and so on. It's the only BDP album with Scott LaRock, because later on this year he actually got killed and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Scott LaRock. But yeah, when it comes to songs on this album, my personal favorite song that nobody talks about is da 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 ba ba ba. Words from my sponsor. I love that beat. One of my favorite hip hop beats of all time. Um, can't talk about Criminal Minded without talking about, of course, South Bronx and The Bridge Is Over. The Bridge Is Over. Two of the best diss tracks in hip hop history. I'm more of a South Bronx nigga. I know a lot of people like The Bridge. I like The Bridge Is Over. Don't get me wrong. But
Mm-hmm.
South Bronx, he was just going in. And I like the fact how he gave a little history of the hip hop, and stuff like that too.
Right.
Poetry, nice way to start the album. Super Ho, which that song was like talking about Scott LaRock, not a woman and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very, I think one of the first hip hop albums to really utilize the James Brown samples too. You know what I'm saying? Because '87, that was really the year James Brown really started getting popular with the samples, like Paid in Full. What's the album? What's the album? What's the album? Like Paul's Boutique, of course. You know what I'm saying? Tougher Than Leather. Takes the Nation of Millions and Hold Us Back. So yeah, this album for me, a fucking hip hop classic.
All right. Number 40, we got Brooklyn's finest female MC. Her best album, still Little Kim, hardcore, classic, still her best album. Queen Bitch, No Time, Dreams, Drugs with a Biggie, phenomenal. Production was great. By my classic.
Her only best album.
Her only good album. Yes, only best album.
Yeah. Alrighty. My number 39. This is another hip hop classic to say, this rapper pretty much came out at a time, when storytelling was really not a lot of people was doing storytelling and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
he came out at a time when he was just killing it. He had the charismatic flow, he was working with Dougie Fresh. It's Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. This came out in 1988. One of the best debuts in hip hop history. I love this album cover too. Like
Yes.
it reminds me of them old children's stories or some shit like that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, Slick Rick, man, one of the all-time favorite rappers. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. I'm just gonna be real with you, because when I tell you the amount of people that either cover these songs, bit his style, took a line from this nigga, like he influenced everybody from Nas to Big,
Right.
Kendrick, Cameron, all them niggas and
Right.
shit. They took from Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? Um, no, and this album too, it has like a lot of diverse production. Like you have Jam Master Jay, you had the Bomb Squad and stuff like that. And mind you, the Bomb Squad did Teenage Love. Let
Yep.
let let's put that. The Bomb Squad did Teenage Love, because the Bomb Squad was known for
Right.
the multi-layered samples and stuff like that. And
Mm.
you wouldn't expect them to do like a melodic kind of song and
Right.
shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So but my favorite song is The Moment I Feared, man. I love that track. One of the best usages of the Bob James Nautilus sample.
Mm-hmm.
Um I love Let's Get Crazy. I love that song. Um The ruler's back. Da, 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 da. I mean, that song right there is that should have started off the album. I love Treat Her Like a Prostitute, but I
Mm.
feel like the ruler's back should have definitely started off the album. I love the way he started like stop lying. Bum 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 bum. I mean, this nigga was going in. Yeah, Jay-Z covered this song, and he did his thing with that cover too, but nobody's touching the ruler. And that's what I gotta say. Slick Rick. Oh, the Great Adventures of Mr. Slick Rick.
Dope. 39, where there's Little Kim, there's bound to be Foxy Brown. Il Nana, classic album, one of her
Mm,
best albums.
I see what you did there.
Production by the Trackmasters and Havoc and Kid Capri on the joint. The Promise, one of my favorite songs with her and Havoc, and Get Me Home with Blackstreet, produced by Trackmasters. I'll Be with Jay-Z, classic collab, and just a phenomenal album. To me though, like those two, Hardcore and Il Nana, were the two best female albums in '96. It's still great, man. Love it.
Hmm. All right, my number 38. This album. I mentioned this album so many times on this channel, so many times. I mean, it's Capone Noriega's The War Report.
Yeah.
I love this fucking album. One of my favorite albums from '97. I think next to Life After Death, this might be the best hip hop album '97, in my opinion. I'm just gonna be real. I mean, these niggas. I mean, well, mostly Noriega, because Capone was mostly in jail when they were doing this album and stuff like that. It was Tragedy Gaddafi, pretty much was the executive producer. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because at that time he had just, I think he had just got out of jail. He, you know, went from intelligent hoodlum to Tragedy Gaddafi and
Right.
stuff like that. Y'all know the story with that. I'm not gonna get into that, but yeah, man, this whole album was gritty as fuck. I mean, this was just fucking dark, grimy, and stuff like that. It kind of was one of like the first death nails when it comes to the whole shiny suit era
Hmm.
or whatever. Where do I even begin with the songs? I keep it real with the nigga, keep it real with me. I bought
Hmm.
the hand of the nigga trying to steal. Oh, I mean, fucking driver's seat, man. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say it again. Buster should have had a verse on that.
Yes.
That was the perfect beat for Buster to spit some shit on, but to his own. Um, Top of New York, I love that fucking track. Live On, Live Long, which that was actually the song that made me want to listen to the album and
Okay.
stuff like that. It's crazy because my version it has the Stay Tuned interlude,
Hmm.
but some version has the song Thug Paradise, which
Right.
I feel like the reason why they re-released it with this interlude was because of the fact that Noriega did not really feel that song. He wasn't really, he felt it was too jiggy, too shiny, too like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even with the original version of Closer, it had like a shiny suit kind of era. That's why I kind of prefer the Sam Snead remix, me
Right.
personally. And then we can't talk about it without LA, which the answer track to New York, New York. Even New York was not a diss track, but it's crazy, isn't it? But hey, um, honestly, one of Tragedy's best verses and whatnot. So yeah, this was a very dope album, hip hop
Yep.
classic.
Dope. 38, great collab album. Rest in peace to MF Doom. This is Mad Villainy. Love it. Mad Lib and MF Doom. Joints like Fancy Clown and Rhinestone Cowboy. Accordion. Great songs. Great production by Mad Lib. We did a album review on my channel like 2 years ago. Check it out if you haven't. Classic album.
Yes. All right, next album is female rapper. I want to say this is actually the highest ranked female rap album on this list. It's Queen Latifah, All Hail the Queen, number 37. One of my favorite. Next to Black Rain is my favorite album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I love this album cover too. It's fire. It's funny. We just talked about Moni Love, with her unsung episode and stuff like that. So Ladies First was on this album. I
Hmm.
love the song Evil That Men Do with Karis One. Inside Out is my favorite track off this album. I mean, this whole album is like she was singing on this album. Just to let y'all know she was singing too. So yeah, Queen Latifah, All Hail the Queen.
All right. Number 37, another fallen artist we don't have anymore. Rest in peace to Guru. This is Jasmine Taz Volume 1.
Mm,
Classic, classic. Love this album. And I think what Guru did for, jazz and for hip hop was just outstanding. He should have had a Grammy for this album, and just joints like Lounging and, Trust Me and there's everything on here, man. The Slicker Than Most. And he had like so many different artists on here, Donald Byrd and Roy Ayers and India Davenport from Brand New Heavies, and just a phenomenal album. Love it.
definitely. My next album is fucking album that pretty much is like the most recent album on this list, and I want to say it's the highest ranked album from the 20 teens. Is Kendrick Lamar's "To Pimp a Butterfly." I know a lot of people are kind of surprised that this album's this high up, but let me explain. I kind of personally feel that this album to me changed the hip hop game. Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City was good, and everybody tried to do their own Good Kid, Mad City, but
Right.
this came out at a time when really hip hop needed this album, like especially with the whole Black Lives Matter starting, and the whole Trayvon Martin, the beginning of the woke era. Let me just say that. Yeah, and I hate using that word these days, but hey, so album is just a timeless masterpiece. In my opinion, I feel like this is a classic album now. I don't give a damn what nobody says. I mean, and even I remember when this album first came out.
Yeah.
It came out 2 days earlier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Within now, everyone's saying this is the greatest hip hop album ever. It's amazing, and it kind of drew me back from listening to it at first, but now I love it. Like even when I first heard it, I loved it, but now I can really call it a classic album now.
Right.
This was around the time when the whole salon seat at the table, Beyonce's Lemonade was coming out.
Hmm.
Q already done a review on this, so yeah. Songs like These Walls, I love that. Institutionalized, institution. I can't talk today. Fuck me. All right, it's at this point an anthem. I can go on and on. Hood Politics, I love that one.
Institutionalized.
Yes,
That's what we are.
thank you, but very very dope shit.
All right, 36. Going back with 96 again. Another classic. Ghostface Killer, Iron Man. This is
Mm,
one of his best albums. I love this over Supreme Clientele. RZA production was great. Assassination Day and Faster Blade with Raekwon and 360 and Fish, Cam A, Daytona 500. Every track on here was phenomenal, man. It's a five night classic, one of my favorites.
yes, I definitely agree with you about that. My next album, we're gonna go with the Gangstar now and shit like that. It's their third studio album, Daily Operation. Very dope album. In my opinion, this to me was their political album. I love this album. I loved how Primo's production was really expanding and really, you know, having a life on its own around 92, 93,
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I love songs like Flip the Script, Take It Personal, Take Two and Pass. I mean, BYS, very, very dope album. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people say this is like their best album, which I'm not even gonna argue with that either.
All right, 34. Another Wu album. My favorite horrorcore album, 1994, The Gravedigger, 6 Feet Deep. Love the production from the RZA and Prince Paul and Fuquan. And rest in peace, Too Poetic. We got joints like Constant Elevation, Death Trap, 1-800 Suicide, Diary of a Madman. Phenomenal horrorcore album. I love it. I wish they got back together and did another one, but this is their best album. Classic album.
Yeah, man, I love that album too, man. Some of the best lyrics and production was on that fucking project. No lie.
Yeah.
Um, my next album is a fucking underground classic and stuff like that. It is MF Doom with Operation Doomsday. It's his first album, his first solo album and whatnot.
Mhm.
This was a very, very, very dope album. Mind you, this is not the original album cover. This is actually the 2014 remastered edition. I don't like this album cover. I want to get the version with the traditional album cover and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, this was a very good album. I loved it. I love songs like "Hey," "Go with the Flow," "Doomsday." I mean, it's a fucking timeless album. I love it.
All right. Next up, we got Brooklyn's own Smith and Wesson, The Shining, classic. The Beat Minus production and joints like Bucktown and One Time, and Carry 'em, Keep 'em Moving, and that's a phenomenal album. Let's Get It On, Session at the Doghouse, and classic album, man. I love Smith and Wesson. Very underrated rap duo, one of their best.
Yeah, I definitely give a shit about that. Damn, it's hot as a motherfucking nigga. Shit. I might need to step out and get some air in a minute. I'm gonna show one more album. I'm gonna let you. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna get some air for like a couple minutes and shit because it's too hot. Eric B and Rakim's "Follow the Leader." It's my number 33. Um, very very dope album. This is like the second studio album. This has probably the best first three songs in any hip hop album. "Follow the Leader," "Microphone Fiend," and "Lyrics of Fury." Or "Lyrics of Fury" probably being my favorite song off this album. I love the song "To the Listeners," "Musical Massacre," "Beats for the Listener." I mean, this whole album, the production was a lot more stripped down, to say the least, too, when it came to this album in comparison to Paid in Full and stuff, too. Definitely a lot of bass in this album and shit, too, Very, very timeless, dope album. I love it.
All right. Number 30, where we at? 33? 33.
33.
Busta Rhymes, ELE, one of his best albums. Love the album cover. Love the songs on here. Production was bananas. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just crazy. Just a crazy album.
For real.
You know, what was on this shit? Party Over Here and Tear the Roof Off. What's it gonna be with Janet Jackson? Phenomenal album, man. Classic.
I love the song "It's They Widen With Us" with Mystical. That is my
That
shit.
was dope too.
Shit. They're probably the fastest rhyming bus that's ever done.
Definitely.
Alrighty. I'll just knock these two albums out. It's all good. Fuck it. Number 32. Man, I kind of got mad at myself for not putting this in the top 20, but you know what? This
Mhm.
image speaks for itself. It's Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted.
Yes.
Very, very dope album. This is a fucking classic album. It's not just a hip hop classic, this is a classic album.
Hmm.
I mean, and yeah, I got the 2003 reissue with Kill at Will in the back and shit like that. And I also got Kill at Will 2, the EP, for collector's purposes. But
Right.
I love this. This is fresh out of NWA. You know, hooked up with the Bomb Squad, Sir Jinx. I love songs like "You Can't Fade Me," "The Nigga You Love to Hate," man. "I'm Only Out for One Thing" with Flavor Flav. "Get Off My Dick and Tell Your Bitch to Come Here." Oh my god, this whole album is just so fucking raw. It's like fucking soul food and shit like that. Just was raw, dirty and shit like that. One of the best debuts in hip hop history. I love it. America's Most Wanted.
All right.
Fuck you, Ice Cube.
One of my favorite artists, as crazy as he is, this man's still making dope music, and he won tonight at the Grammys. Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Oh
Five
man.
Night Classic. His last classic album though, but definitely a great album. Even the unreleased joints that didn't make the album was great. And yeah, if you don't know this album, I don't know what to tell you. Classic album.
Uh, I don't know if I would call it a classic though, but hey, fuck
This
it.
is definitely his last classic album because he ain't got a classic after this.
It's those last four songs that threw the album off for me.
Come
Like
on, man.
especially the Blame Gleam. I hate that song. Oh my god. Shit. But on my last album, I gotta throw in that woo. I gotta throw in that woo and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But what woo am I gonna throw in? No, no, no. Oof. It's Jizza with his second keyword second studio album. Liquid Swords. This came out in 1995. I remember as a kid getting into hip hop.
Mhm.
I heard a song "Cold World" and shit. Cause at that time, I kept hearing Liquid Sword, which I like Liquid Sword. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
that is a classic song. But Cold World for me, just that beat, and then that ding ding
Right.
ding, baby famous, but the D'Angelo remix, of course, slaps. I just gotta say that right
Right.
now. But even with this, look at this shit. It don't even have the track listed in the right orders. It just
No.
has like, all the songs like in
It was
some
like in a poem or something.
right. Like it was dope. It was creative as fuck. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like this is probably the most complex album in hip hop history. Like so many themes like kung fu, chess, hood politics were on this album. Like to this day, I know pretty much like I book about living in the world today. I love how those horns come in the chord like da da da. Labels where he threw a jab at Tommy Boy, like Tommy and my motherfucking boy, like because that's what I'm saying. His first album, he was signed to no, that was RZA who was on Tommy Boy. He was on Cold Chillin', and they kind of had bad record deals and stuff like that. Well, Cold Chillin' there was no support with Cold Chillin' and Tommy Boy and stuff like that too. Gold, I love that song. I Got Your Back, which that was on the Fresh soundtrack and stuff. I think that was the first single that it was released too. So Chiefs and my wife hers performing. Okay, good for you. All right, now it's Jizz of Liquid Swords,
All right.
1995. Love it.
Last one, 1991, Tropical Quest, Low End Theory,
Mm.
phenomenal album. Check the Rhyme, Scenario, classic posse cut. Infamous date rape, excursions, bugging out. Every record on here was fire, man. Classic album. Rest in peace, Five Dog.
Definitely. Alrighty. And that concludes our episode. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this kind of short today because, like I said, it's kind of hot in here. To be real with you, and I gotta make sure to get to sleep. I gotta go to sleep soon to wake up. So appreciate this, bro, as
All
usual.
right.
I'll probably come be back on Wednesday and stuff like that. What we got Wednesday? Nikki D's Daddy Little Girl album and shit. Really cannot wait to talk about this one and shit too. So hope you guys have a very good night. Enjoy the Grammys. Enjoy Dreamville if y'all there.
All
Peace.
right. Peace.